Well, hey y'all, it's Sheila back again. I am with Mandy and G at Seek Heavenly Things, and today is 7/7/2026, and this is the continuation of Break Before Part 35. We're in Declaration Part 5, and today's going to be Part 1D, and it's going to be more of what Jesus is speaking in this declaration, okay? So God's physical calendar today is 5/4. God's spiritual calendar is 11/4. God's true Gregorian is 122. I've had 11 on the brain today for some reason. Okay, anyway. All right, so Jesus spoke these through Mandy, his main vessel, his scribe, 9:1 through 9:19, 2024. So again, it just proves Jesus is speaking. He's been speaking, and he's just wanting to pour out all of these new revelations on those who truly want to know and not, doubt it, So yes, it's stuff that people have not heard. Yes, go to his feet, ask him to show you, go to him humbly. He will show you because he wants everybody to know this stuff. Everybody. This is the unsealing of Daniel 12. So you're not going to find this in the Bible. He purposely left this out so that the devil wouldn't mock and twist all of the newer stuff that he's got out there, because what God creates, the devil mocks. Okay, so there you go. So with that, also Jesus desires that relationship with you, that one-on-one relationship. And when you get to know his true character, y'all are going to be blown away, because it's not what you think. It's even cooler. All right. So first, I confess that Jesus came in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day. He's Jesus and God in one spirit. He is my Lord and Savior, my everything. He finished everything on the cross, past, present, and future sins. And there's no works of salvation, no matter how bad you fall, because we're all going to fall short from His glory, and He knows that. It's how you stand yourself back up and keep going. Okay, that's what He looks at. Okay, so again, this is Jesus speaking his words here. Now don't be alarmed as you're changing. You're going to start to see destruction happening with the storms and winds and lightning and trees falling, picking up with more wind and destruction all around you. You will see more prophecies fall. Remember when I said I could destroy this place in an hour or wake up my children? Well, that excitement and energy is what is coming. And that is when you change into your glorious bodies, not your primary suits. Are you ready to have the power of God inside and feel absolutely everything? That is what is coming, and the wind is going to feel different as it blows. You're going to feel my energy and the breeze of heaven opening up the windows, but also feel the peace of my presence. So just know the excitement that is coming, and I can't wait to see your faces when you see the supernatural when the supernatural starts happening. It is here, it is now, and we're getting ready to wake up the world. So who's with me? Are you excited yet? Do I have you on the edge of your seats yet? I told you it was me entering through the door. And the whole world is going to wake up when they see my destruction and feel my energy and witness the windows of heaven opening. As I enter, I am going to pull my sheep up. And before I do, I'm going to use you to wake up the world. I am speaking of my 12 and my elders, along with my 144,000. There are many missions we must complete before the full destruction hits the world. I wish for everyone to go, but you will have to complete the final test of cleansing and removing of all impurities in your heart, so you can be one with the Father, and then I will transform the heart of flesh that I have put inside of you, and then your heart will be likened to mine. The wineskin process starts, but will not be completed until the baby has been delivered. But I am going to pull you out, my 12, my elect, minus the 3, unless they change their heart posture. I do this to teach and correct my children, but sometimes the hard lessons are missing. Sorry. Okay, let's try that again. Cat was shaking my camera. Okay, but sometimes the hard lessons are missing out on my original design, and for you because you keep trying to live and design your own free will. You are creating for yourselves with the strong delusion I have put you under. The 3 I am referring to because the angels are writing your stories to teach my children how the devil can come in and change everything, isolate you, uplift, and change your mission due to pride and not recognizing a test that I am personally giving you, because I am trying to teach you before you can go on my missions. But sometimes for some with stubborn hearts, there is extra training that is needed for training purposes to be battle ready to take on evil, the real evil, not lessons your Father is creating and setting you up for as a true walk of faith and obedience. I am training you all to be the best kings and queens, setting you up for success on all of your missions. I want you to learn from the past mistakes. Because history always repeats itself. History is about to repeat itself again. All the ones not here, they all stopped believing I was speaking. They all started to accuse Mandy and my other chosen vessels that darkness came in, and Mandy and the other vessels were speaking from the flesh. But I am telling you, you are wrong. Every word through Mandy and my chosen vessels confirming the online prophecies have never been spoken from their flesh. They don't have a divination spirit, and they didn't let darkness creep in. I'm teaching you more now about the wineskin process. I only gave Mandy the first part of the revelation by me giving you my heart of flesh to remove all sin and free you from the laws. But what about faith and trials that I have put my people through, the ultimate test of faith and obedience? You follow my commands because you love me, but you are also growing your walk with me while following my commands and going through faith and obedience tests, through trials and tribulations. How do you not recognize I am still working through you to change you? And I am asking you to pour out your heart to me, or asking you to pour out your hearts to me and ask me to fix you. And I will not interfere with free will. And it is not by what you do, but what I have already done for you by your own free will of believing in me. And when you come to me, pouring out your soul, telling me to fix you, I will. That's how you become one with the Father. And that is after obtaining salvation. That is part of your mission, to get people to believe in the true Son, Yeshua HaMashiach, and teach people the way I have taught you to bend their hearts to me, so I can pull impurities and flaws out from their souls while transforming my heart inside them. So their impurities and flaws can't contaminate my perfect heart given to my children by the flesh when my Son died on the cross for you. That is the wineskin process. And that has nothing to do with salvation, because that comes after salvation is already obtained and set free from every sin and every law. What you 3 don't realize is you now have to become the Let me read that again. What you 3 don't realize is you now have become the accusers, accusing my people. They are missing the lesson on salvation. But I told you before I even died on the cross from the very beginning in the original kingdom, and I told you, you obtained salvation from me when you chose me. You were already saved, and once saved, always saved is true. Your Father never leaves you. My people know my voice. My true believers know my true salvation, especially my 12, who I have taught this in many previous lessons. They know the true salvation, and they know that it is Can't even talk. They know the true salvation, and they know what it is like to be saved by faith through my grace. So the fact you are creating lessons on salvation is proving how many lessons you have truly missed. The prophets you are accusing from speaking from the flesh are the ones I chose as my main vessels. I am the one, Yeshua HaMashiach, who comes in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day. I am the one speaking these words, laying them down already, stamped and approved in the heavenly courts. So now that you know your fate and your future, I am calling out the three, Ashlyn, Vashti, and their newfound member, bringing them in their own circle of salvation lessons that they have created with and for the 12 while coercing Alina. Alina was on the right path until she jumped ship, and this is why her messages have changed and why I have put her in a different role. And this was all prophesied on 8:27. Matthew, do not fall for this. I am giving all of this as teaching moments and lessons. So do not let what I give them sway you. This is a part of your mission, and it is to guide them and bring them back home. You are seasoned, which is why I have placed you and Lori temporarily in this circle to guide your sisters. I am using you both for a time to help the girls get on the right track. I am pulling things from their own hearts. This is just a teaching moment, and I am trying to wake them up. But sometimes this calls for drastic measures. Like I said, I have already prophesied in August by Mandy's own free will, as she is praying to me right now at this moment to ask me not to speak these words, and I keep telling her this is for my will. So she is being obedient to my will, the Father, Yeshua HaMashiach's will. So don't shoot the messenger. Mandy doesn't want to speak these truths to you. She loves you. She's doing it because I have asked her to do it. But I am coming with love and correction, and not as the accuser. Speaking truths is not accusing, but judging hearts is. And telling my people they don't know the true salvation is basically accusing them of not being saved. All right, so stick around for Declaration Part 5, 1E. And, again, take this to Jesus, test the Spirit. 1 John 4, 1-4. Demons know who Jesus is, but they will never confess that he came in the flesh, bled, and died on the cross. They'll never confess that he's the Messiah or the Son of God. Okay? All right. Have a good one. Bye.